As religious freedom tightens in parts of the world, millions of Christians are quietly asking the same question: where can we live openly and stay long-term? Today, we're revealing 7 nations that actively welcome Christians with visa-free or incredibly easy entry in 2026, and number 1 isn't just welcoming, it's historic. Nestled beautifully at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, Georgia stands as one of the oldest Christian nations on earth, carrying an extraordinary 1,700-year Christian heritage that has fundamentally shaped every aspect of its culture, architecture, and national identity. The Georgian Orthodox Church is not simply a religious institution here, it is the living heartbeat of this remarkable nation. Now here is where things get practically exciting for believers considering a move. Georgia offers visa-free entry for up to 1 full year, with a staggering 95% visa approval rate for those pursuing formal residency. Your money stretches dramatically further here, with living costs sitting far below anything you would encounter across Western Europe. Imagine beginning your Sunday mornings worshipping alongside a thriving expat Christian community in Tbilisi, then spending your afternoons exploring breathtaking ancient monasteries carved directly into mountainsides. For remote workers, entrepreneurs, and Christian families seeking authentic, faith-filled living, Georgia delivers something genuinely extraordinary and deeply soul-satisfying. If you're curious what a scouting trip would actually cost from your city, I've linked a simple flight search tool below so you can check real prices. Traveling across the Atlantic to South America, Ecuador emerges as a profoundly beautiful destination where Christianity is not merely practiced, but passionately lived every single day. With a rich Catholic history stretching back 5 centuries to the arrival of the Spanish conquistadors, faith has been woven into Ecuador's national fabric at the deepest possible level. Today, over 85% of Ecuadorians proudly identify as Christian, creating an authentically warm and spiritually vibrant environment that immediately embraces fellow believers. Practically speaking, most visitors enjoy 90-day visa-free entry, with a remarkably straightforward extension process available for those wanting longer stays. But perhaps nowhere captures Ecuador's extraordinary appeal quite like the stunning colonial city of Cuenca. Widely celebrated as an absolute haven for Christian retirees and families, Cuenca enchants visitors with its magnificent cathedrals, cobblestone streets, and genuinely welcoming community atmosphere. Living costs remain dramatically affordable compared to North America, making faithful, fulfilling life here surprisingly accessible for everyone considering this incredible destination. If Georgia's 1,700-year Christian heritage left you impressed, prepare yourself for something even more historically staggering. Armenia holds the extraordinary distinction of being the very first nation on earth to officially adopt Christianity as its state religion, accomplishing this remarkable milestone in 301 AD, predating both Rome and Greece by decades. This is ground zero for state Christianity, and that profound legacy is visible and tangible absolutely everywhere you look. The Armenian Apostolic Church carries an unbroken 1,700-year history, while ancient stone crosses called kachkars stand as breathtaking artistic testaments to centuries of unwavering faith. Monasteries perched dramatically on cliffsides will genuinely take your breath away completely. Now, consider the practical advantages. Many nationalities enjoy an incredibly generous 180-day visa-free entry, while Armenia's cost of living remains remarkably affordable by any international standard. Yerevan, one of the oldest continuously inhabited cities on Earth, offers modern comforts wrapped within layers of extraordinary Christian history that serious believers will find absolutely irreplaceable. Shifting our focus dramatically eastward, the Philippines stands alone as Asia's only Christian majority nation, and the depth of faith expressed here is something that must genuinely be experienced to be fully understood and appreciated. Consider this extraordinary fact. Christmas celebrations here last an incredible 4 months, while Easter processions draw massive crowds of deeply devoted worshippers nationwide. With 86% of Filipinos identifying as Christian, faith is not a weekend activity here, but rather the complete foundation of daily life and cultural identity. Practically speaking, visitors receive 30-day visa-free entry, extendable remarkably up to 3 full years through straightforward processes. English is widely spoken everywhere, eliminating communication barriers that challenge expats elsewhere. The economy is actively booming with expanding opportunities across technology, education, and healthcare sectors. Then consider the lifestyle itself. Over 7,000 breathtaking islands, paradise beaches, and faith-centered communities where Christianity creates an immediate, powerful sense of family and genuine belonging that welcomes every Christian visitor wholeheartedly. But none of these countries surprised us as much as the next one. Not every Christian-friendly country is financially accessible, and that's where this one stands out. Here is the European entry on our list that genuinely catches most people completely off guard. Poland is not simply a Christian nation. It is a nation whose Christian faith has been forged, tested, and ultimately triumphant through extraordinary historical fire. During decades of communist oppression, Polish believers maintained underground worship, refusing to surrender their faith under immense pressure. The towering legacy of Pope John Paul II continues inspiring millions today, while churches in Warsaw and Krakow remain genuinely full every single Sunday. Strategically, Poland's European Union membership and Schengen zone inclusion grants visitors 90-day visa-free entry, alongside remarkable access to 26 additional European destinations for business, study, and travel opportunities. Poland's economy is rising impressively among European nations. Iconic Christian landmarks, including the breathtaking St. Mary's Basilica in Krakow and the deeply revered Black Madonna at Jasna Góra in Częstochowa, draw millions of faithful pilgrims annually. Here, Christian identity is worn openly, proudly, and completely unapologetically by everyone. But here's the thing. Not every Christian-friendly country feels safe, stable, and financially accessible at the same time. What if an entire nation deliberately chose peace over military power and redirected those resources toward building schools, clinics, churches, and communities rooted in genuine Christian values? Costa Rica actually did exactly that, abolishing its military entirely and creating something remarkably rare in our modern world. The results speak powerfully for themselves. With over 70% of its population identifying as Roman Catholic, faith genuinely permeates Costa Rican daily life at every level. Visitors enjoy 90-day visa-free entry, impressively low crime rates, and living costs that make comfortable, faithful living genuinely achievable for retirees, families, and missionaries alike. Costa Rica consistently ranks among the world's happiest nations, and you feel that extraordinary truth immediately upon arrival. Picture yourself surrounded by lush rainforests, discovering hidden waterfalls around breathtaking corners, and attending Sunday worship in village churches where the pastor personally knows every single name. This is not religious formality. This is authentic Christian family and community lived beautifully every day. And the final country isn't just Christian, it's apostolic. We have finally arrived at our #1 destination, and the revelation is genuinely extraordinary. Malta's Christian story begins not with centuries of gradual cultural influence, but with a single dramatic, history-altering shipwreck. In 60 AD, the Apostle Paul himself was shipwrecked on these Mediterranean shores, and his arrival transformed this small island's identity so completely and permanently that Christianity has never left. Today, this nation, smaller than most modern cities, contains over 350 churches, representing one of the highest church-to-population ratios anywhere on Earth. Practically speaking, Malta offers 90-day Schengen visa-free entry, English as an official language eliminating every communication barrier, and full European Union membership unlocking remarkable work, study, and business opportunities across the continent. Valletta, magnificently carved by the legendary Knights of St. John, houses the breathtaking St. John's Co-Cathedral alongside ancient fortresses that whisper centuries of faithful history. Feast day processions fill streets with joyful celebration, making Malta a place where Christianity is genuinely cherished, fiercely protected, and exuberantly celebrated every single day. 7 nations, 7 open doors, and 7 extraordinary invitations for Christians seeking genuine freedom, authentic community, and meaningful opportunity in 2025. From Georgia's ancient monasteries to Ecuador's colonial cathedrals, from Armenia's apostolic foundations to the Philippines' island paradise, from Poland's resilient faith culture to Costa Rica's peaceful Christian communities, and ultimately to Malta's apostolic shores where Paul himself once walked. Each destination offers something uniquely powerful: visa-free access, welcoming Christian communities, and environments where your faith is celebrated rather than merely tolerated. But here is the critical reality you must understand right now. Global policies shift witut warning, and the open doors available today in 2026 may not remain open indefinitely. The time to explore these opportunities is not tomorrow, but right now. If this revelation moved you, please like this video immediately, subscribe for more global insights delivered regularly, and share this with fellow Christians who need to hear it. Comment below and tell us which country felt most like home to your heart.